Yo, what's up, Bleach fans? This is Rafael from C Manga, and I'm here to review Bleach 523 Words of Origin. And boy, this is a mad chapter today, especially if you like Kenpachi and Unohana, because we see some mad stuff from them. And yeah, the chapter basically starts off from where we saw last time. It's like, Ichigo and Renji were thrown into that hole, and we find something interesting that the things that are down there with them are basically like blank Zanpakuto. They're called Asauchi, and the I can't remember the black guy's name. That Zero Squad guy. Basically, he's the creator of all of these. He basically makes these for Shinigami, and they're like a blank canvas for Shinigami to paint on. It's like that's basically what they are. And then as the Shinigami trains and grows with it, they eventually all their emotion and everything, their soul is basically projected into the Zanpakuto, and then eventually the Zanpakuto spirit is formed. So yeah, this is how we find out that's how a Zanpakuto is actually created to its to completion anyway. So yeah, he explains that they're angry with Ichigo and Renji that the way they've treated their Zanpakuto, the way they've used it as a tool, the way they've swung it, everything, relied on it as a friend, relied on it as a lover, whatever things. The amount of things he was listing off, basically saying that all of these things are wrong, and these guys they're not pleased, and basically they're gonna teach them a lesson. So, okay, I don't understand that because it seems kind of contradicting to say that treating it as a tool then treating it as a friend. So, what are they supposed to treat it as? I mean, it's a sword, but it's also a spirit. So I don't know, but yeah, I guess they're just basically not happy with that. So he's telling them, let's start talking from the Zanpakuto or the Shinigami, which is on top. So I'm guessing this is kind of a lesson learning training they got to deal with, and yeah, that was I was actually very interested in hearing how a Zanpakuto is actually formed. Well, the spirit, for say, not the actual katana, but yeah. Then later on we see Soul Society's prison, and they show this place called the Muken on the bottom floor, which is called completely closed off, or so, or that's what the word means. It basically means just nothing there. And we see Unohana and Kenpachi, and they're basically just talking about our own. No one actually is ever allowed to go here, not even a captain, like without actual permission. He said not even a criminal would step on here, and it's like Unohana's telling him like that this is a perfect spot for him to swing his sword as he pleases, because it's basically like a massive dense place and there's no way of any damage to reach the upper surface. So Kenpachi's like getting excited. Uh he's like, not even a criminal, you say? So what are you saying? If not for our strength, neither you or me would be anything more than a criminal. So Unohana's like, yeah, that's right. Right now you have no strength. This is the appropriate place. And I thought it was, suitable. So this is why I suggested it. And Kenpachi's like, okay, I thought so. So that he talks about it like the old I think it was like the old way before, how he became Kenpachi, like win and become captain or lose and become a criminal. It's like, whatever happens happens, and he's like they're just basically talking a lot more, and then it's like we see Unohana like what was it? She reveals what's on her chest. It's like the braid she usually has, like her hair braided all the way down her front. We see there's a wound there, and she's saying, "Oh, the only wound I have can't stop throbbing." So she's kind of bloodlust. Like we even saw a really scary panel earlier. Like it was a whole page, and she just looks demonic. At first, I thought it was that astronaut guy, but it's not. So so yeah, she has a scar, and that's hence the reason why she always braids her hair down the front. And Kenpachi's like, yeah, my wound hasn't stopped throbbing either. And then we have a little monologue of what's his name, Captain Koriyaku, or should I say head captain now, because it's more appropriate, talking about her history, like before, like the 13th division was like fully ranked and everything, and before Yamaji like employed her, she was like a very bad woman, man. She was like one of the worst villains in Soul Society, and it's like um swordsmanship and everything. Basically, it's like she named herself Yachuri. She was just known for being violent. Like she is the first Kenpachi from what we've seen, and yeah, Koriyaku basically apologizes like to use such a sly saying. He's basically kind of tricked them into going in there by saying to improve your swordsmanship, and it's like if either of them clashes like for a long period of time, he's like he even thinks that one of them's eventually going to die. So I was like, okay then. So he's kind of put two pit bulls in a cage or whatever, and basically let them go at it. And the last panel we see is just so crazy. They just got all their eyes blank as white as a sheet of paper, and they're just slashing at each other. It's crazy. I mean, what's going on? This chapter is so weird, like not in a bad way. It's like, what is Koriyaku thinking doing this? Is he intended to like get rid of one of them, or is this to train them? Like, what's going on? And it I'm actually pleased that after the 3 weeks break we get something mad like this. I mean, it's showing a bit more backstory, and it seems like Kubo's stepping away from the humor again now. Like we had about 2-3 weeks of that before. Now he's going back into some serious stuff, and wow, it's really amazing so far. Not only that, as I said, man, artwork is brilliant. It's really conveys what he's trying to show in this chapter. If there's one thing Kubo's definitely good at, drawing facial expressions and detail in presenting people's faces that way. So yeah, as you can tell, man, I'm kind of lost for words or what to say, because it really is a good chapter. I'm looking forward to seeing more Kenpachi Unohana history, because yeah, I mean, maybe that shows why Kenpachi likes her so much. Not in, well, whatever way you want to think about it, but boy, he's definitely looking to enjoy this fight. So yeah, and obviously with the Ichigo Renji thing, we're gonna see what's gonna happen with that. What lesson are they gonna learn about these blank Shinigami, the blank Zanpakuto, the Asauchi? So yeah, a lot to look forward to, more training, I guess. And so far, this arc has been very impressive. It was a bit of a slow start at the beginning, but chapters like this just make you, wow, that's the word. So enough of my rambling, because I'm just going overboard. What do you guys think? I mean, I thought it was a really good chapter, because obviously Unohana, all this time she's had this repressed thing. Now she's been let loose, like as I said, like a pit bull. What's gonna happen next time? What do you guys think, man? You have to admit this chapter was really good. So I'd like to hear what you guys want to say. It's good to hear your opinions. Also, leave us a like if you liked the video or the chapter, and subscribe for more content in the channel, and I'll see you guys for the next chapter.